Okay guys, so today I'm going to do my chemistry lab where I'm going to make a I'm going to make a volcanic eruption in this water bottle out of this baking soda wrapped in this paper towel here. I have vinegar here, so let's see what happens. Alright, so as you can see, it wasn't quite as successful as we thought it would be, but we can get into that here in a second. So first, let's just talk about what was supposed to happen. So as you can see, there's a lot of bubbles and fizzing going on like if it was in a soda. So the reason for this being is because when the vinegar or acetic acid and the baking soda or sodium bicarbonate are put together in this, are mixed together, they make what is called an acid-base reaction. So in this particular setting here, acetic acid, which is CH3COOH, is added to the baking soda or the NaHCO3, and when they mix together, they the products of that would be the sodium acetate, or basically organic salt, and water, and then also carbon dioxide. So the bubbling and the fizzing is due to the carbon dioxide being produced. So with the formation of the salt and the carbon dioxide, the CO2 gas is what makes that bubbling and that fizzing, and that's when the CO2 gas is trapped underneath there and it's just being released at that point. So if this were to be what we would expect, it was supposed to kind of bubble out and flow over as if it was a volcano, because of that CO2 gas being formed and built up inside. The pressure would just be too much to be contained in here, and then it would just push itself out. But the reason that this probably didn't work is maybe I didn't have enough vinegar, and or maybe I didn't have enough baking soda, but also it could be because this baking soda has been out for a long time and it could have been deactivated by the oxygen over time. But yeah, so in an actual volcanic eruption, that volcano, there's a bunch of pressure built up inside, and then it finally just gets to be too much, and then that when that pressure is released, the lava comes over the volcano, spills out, and it's a big mess. There's lava everywhere. It's kind of what we would see here if it had worked. That carbon dioxide being formed from the acetic acid and sodium bicarbonate mixture, the pressure inside the bottle would have just been too great, causing that CO2 to not be able to be contained, and it would just have to have somewhere to go, and therefore it would come out of the bottle, probably make a pretty big mess, and then just flow over, and then there would just be there bubbles and fizzing and liquid everywhere from the CO2 exploding out. Yeah, so like I said earlier, the acetic acid is the CH3, and COOH has the 2 carbons, the 3 hydrogens, and 2 oxygens. Actually, it's 4 hydrogens. But that mixing with the NaHCO3, this making the CH3COO and A of the sodium bicarbonate, and then the H2O and the CO2 increase.